Hello and welcome to BoI Weekly. I am Yomi Otaigbe. Today on the program, the Managing Director of the Bank of Industry, Mr. Guinea, visits the factories of Innoson Motors and Golden Guinea Breweries in the southeastern part of Nigeria on an assessment tour of both companies to know how well they are faring with BoI loans. Also, we bring you the story of 5 brothers who defied extreme poverty to build an enviable industrial legacy in the foam manufacturing industry. Stay close for the details. The factory of Innoson Vehicle Manufacturing Company Limited, located in the commercial town of Guinea, Anambra State, southeast of Nigeria, plays host to the Managing Director of the Bank of Industry, BoI, Mr. Guinea, and some members of the Board of Directors of the bank.
How are you? I'm very good.
On hand to welcome the BoI management team is the founder and chief executive officer of the Indigenous Vehicle Manufacturing Company, Mr. Innoson Chukwuma. This visit and factory tour is to interact with the management of Innoson and find out the level of progress the company has experienced and the impact of BoI's intervention fund. Mr. Chukwuma, while taking his guests round the factory, talks about the progress Innoson has made in terms of the quality and affordability of the made-in-Nigeria vehicles. Part of what he described as the Innoson advantage is the rugged nature of the vehicles made for African roads, fuel economy, low chances of overheating, reinforced shock absorber, availability of spare parts, and 3-year warranty on all Innoson Motors engine.
Well, the most important of my vehicles is that I'm doing the vehicle because of the nature of our roads, and I'm giving it a standard suspensions. I stabilize them very well because of bad roads everywhere in Nigeria. So our motto is more rugged on Nigerian road than any vehicle. Because of Nigerians are not used to be buying new vehicle. Now I want to call their mind back by producing a car that will be between 2 million or a little up, so that everybody can be able to buy a new car. I want to make a new car that is beautiful and people will be happy driving it on the road. So that letting call their mind back to buy a new car.
To have a first-hand experience of the made-in-Nigeria Innoson vehicles, the Managing Director of BoI takes a short ride. Powering the reality of Innoson Motors is the Bank of Industry.
I've been working with Bank of Industry for more than since I started this factory business. I've been working with Bank of Industry. Bank of Industry has helped me most time to source my equipment. They have bought my first equipment, second equipment, third equipment, almost all of my equipment. I have 5 factories. Out of the 5 factories I have total of 4,500 workers on the whole factory. But this new factory has 1,800.
As the BoI management team leaves the vehicle production factory, the management of Innoson Vehicle Manufacturing Company assures the team that Innoson will not just be another made-in-Nigeria brand, but first made-in-Africa brand. And with 10,000 automobiles sold 8 years after its public unveiling, Innoson said it is still committed to its purpose of eradicating foreign-used automobiles from Africa. was a busy time for the management team of the Bank of Industry as they moved to another BoI-supported manufacturing company in a different part of Nigeria's southeastern region, precisely in Abia State, where Golden Guinea Breweries, formerly known as Independence Breweries, is situated along Aba Road, Afara Layout, Umuahia.
They have the brown shade. The brown shade is for the Eagle Stout and the malt. The smaller bottle of this for the malt.
Established in 1963, the factory and ownership structure of the company have undergone several changes over the period. It was one of the major moribund industries in the southeast region of Nigeria until new investors approached BoI to seek financial support in order to modernize and upgrade infrastructure, machinery, and sufficient raw materials to relaunch operations. The bank, in response, has approved the sum of 1.5 billion working capital for a tenure of 5 years. The customer has drawn down 750 million naira from the approved value and have requested for the drawdown of the balance.
We met skeletal staff about 112, which we have increased to about 250 now. And we intend on full operations to have between 800 to 900 full staff. And then we have added new technology to it. And with the support of Bank of Industries, we can see the tremendous leap we have made in the industry. Like during your last forum, I was saying that I think we're now the best in the country in terms of, because we have collaborations, especially with Songhai, that is Machandani and his group, who have met. I showed you Bula things there. There are some people, we share services with some of the BoI customers. So we were quite happy, we were impressed, and we're expecting the remaining fund from BoI, because you can see we have started, we're not going back. We have started, the brewing process is on already. So we intend coming at least before the end of the year to be on the stands in the market. Every other thing has been put in place. So we'll use this opportunity to seek your help further, as you've always done.
Golden Breweries is known for a brand of products such as Eagle Stout, Golden Guinea Malta, Bergedorf Lager Beer, and Bergedorf Malt. The new plant is expected to produce about 48,000 bottles of beer per hour at full capacity. Back at his desk, the managing director of BoI talks about the bank's efforts at invigorating the industrial sector.
The industrial sector, is beset with a lot of problems in Nigeria. Power, multiple taxation, smuggling, people importing goods that are subsidized in their home countries, and then they are paying a high cost for finance. On the average, if you are a medium-sized company and you want to borrow money in Nigeria here, you are paying anywhere between 20% and 32%. At those kind of interest rates, long-term development, for these companies is clearly not sustainable. So government has agreed that we need to assist some of these companies. The areas of emphasis, companies that produce goods, that will reduce our dependence on importation. Companies that have backward linkages, companies that actually recruit a lot of people and promote employment. So we say, look, they're going to get money at less than 10%. In terms of the pipelines that we have, it cuts across the whole sector, from small companies to large companies. I'm trying to raise about 1 trillion naira, in the next 2 years, so we can push that to the economy. You say, well, it's a bit inflationary, but there are many good companies that have died, and one of the biggest reasons, is the cost of finance.